Today we're going to be going to an observatory in one of the best stargazing sites in the world. Boom.
Today we are waking up on the shore of beautiful Lake Tekapo. It is a stunning lake, it is a stunning area, and we are really lucky because today our tour starts at 12 AM, literally at midnight. So we have the entire day to explore the area and just relax and take a bit of time to catch our breath after doing so many activities around New Zealand. During lunchtime, we are receiving a visit from the local residents of the Lake Tekapo Holiday Park. There are a couple of ducks and apparently they are really used to humans and basically feel that they can come inside the camper van to steal our food from us. Laura and I are guarding our food fiercely though, so they are not even attempting to come inside the camper van. Brushing that off, we are now getting ourselves ready to head toward the base of Earth Sky, which is the company that we are going to be joining for a tour tonight. They are going to take us to the Mount John Observatory, which is a world-renowned area for stargazing as well as an astronomy facility.
Once we arrive at Earth Sky, we are giving some US Antarctica jackets that actually went to Antarctica. I don't know how cold it's going to get on Mount John, but we are definitely prepared.
I feel like I've been given a massive hug. I don't know if I'm meant to stay awake tonight.
Don't stay awake, just fall asleep.
I know, I could just fall asleep anywhere with this jacket on.
We then hop onto a bus and make our way to the Mount John Observatory, which actually halfway up the mountain, the bus driver has to switch off the lights so that he is literally driving in the dark to get to the top. He's done this a few times, so I guess he knows what he's doing. We are also given a few house rules of tonight's tour, which involves having absolutely no white light, not even on your camera or your phone. We have to solely rely on these little red torches that we're given from Earth Sky to see where we're going. That's why it is a little difficult to see the footage that we are bringing you this evening, but I hope you get an idea of what the tour is like nevertheless.
No, let's be honest, our footage is just absolute crap, but you guys are lucky. We're gonna tell you everything that is happening to us, starting with the first part of our tour, which is a naked eye orientation of the night sky. Our guide is pointing us out a ton of different areas, different star clusters, and telling us what they are. Then we are heading towards some telescopes in which we're gonna be able to see some really close-up space objects. And that's really when things start getting super interesting. On top of seeing the Southern Cross really up close, we get to see items that are only seen in the Southern Hemisphere, such as the small and the large Magellan clouds. It's really cool to be able to see those two cloudy patches in the sky, which represent some massive amounts of stars, galaxies, planets, and heaps of potential life. We then move on to the dome telescopes, which are massive buildings built right here in the Mount John Observatory for scientific purposes, but we get a unique access to them to be able to see some even further space objects and see them even more up close. We obviously have a guide right here which is setting up everything for us and telling us how to use them. It's really cool.
We both get a chance to have a look through the dome telescope at some of the oldest objects we're likely to ever see in our lives, including some globular clusters which are 10 to 12 billion years old. We're learning so much at the Mount John Observatory from all the guides here who are actually also trained astronomers. Not only do they actually have all the knowledge, but they're super passionate about what they're doing, and that makes the tour so much better. What happens for the rest of this 2-hour tour is that we're moving between different telescopes and different stations to see different objects of the night sky. And we're in an international dark sky reserve, meaning that these are some of the darkest skies in the world so that we get the clearest views of the night sky.
Each of the telescopes has been set up by the team from Earth Sky just to make sure that we're having the best view of every object that they want us to see. They scout the sky permanently to try to find something different for us to see, so we get to go to the same telescope multiple times and see different objects. They are super high-tech telescopes that they control with a bit of a remote, and that's a huge improvement from the really early telescope that they used to use right here in the Mount John Observatory when they're first starting to explore the night sky. We get to see them before leaving, and I'm really happy that we got to use the high-tech ones because they look so much better. Back on the bus, we are now making our way back toward our camper van and back toward the Lake Tekapo Holiday Park with actually stars in our eyes. I did not know that we could see so clearly the night sky and get to see so closely space objects. I am absolutely in awe. That was a unique experience.
We saw a massive amount of space objects and constellation and all of that. It was incredible, and yet on camera we can barely show you anything, which is very, very, very sad. So please trust us, there were a lot to see.